pesky low back pain that you're experiencing. It can range anywhere from just kind of feeling like a tight, annoying muscle in your lower back to being brutal to even try and get out of your chair, or the thought of changing your baby's diaper is bringing you to tears. So a whole range of pain levels for the lower back that this can be super helpful for. What you're gonna need is some kind of ball. A tennis ball can work as well. It's a little bigger and a little softer, so maybe a great starting point, especially if you have that high level of back pain, and then working your way down to something firmer and smaller. Excuse me. Okay, so I have a rubber lacrosse ball here, and then I have a trigger point ball. They're about the same size. My favorite is the trigger point ball because there's just enough give. It's not as hard as the lacrosse ball, but both are good options. If either one of them is too hard and you don't have something like a tennis ball, you can place a folded towel over the top, and then you can actually like progress away from the towel by unfolding it slightly as you go till you get to this smaller, more pinpointed, firmer pressure. So it just depends on where you're at with your back pain. But the goal here is just to lay on it, okay? Super simple, super easy. I like doing it sometimes just to relax, especially before bed or, watching TV, reading a book. But I also give this exercise to my clients a lot of times who are experiencing back pain, or we're trying to solve the back pain, as their very first movement of their workout. So I use this to have them help calm down the back prior to going into the work that will actually fix the back pain ultimately in the end. So although this isn't like a permanent fix, it's a great way to get those muscles to relax and be prepped and ready for the workout. So same thing like you would use for a foam roller. Okay, so the goal that I give this for clients is let's get the back to calm down, let's get the paraspinals to stop kicking in, so that when we go to do your dead bugs and your bird dogs and your core work and even squats and all of that good stuff, the back will be relaxed and it's not going to take over or continue to hurt. And we can focus on putting that tension and pressure in the right places so that we can keep the back pain at bay, because the right muscles are helping support you for the future. Okay, so the trick here is that you are gonna lay on the ball, and we're gonna lay with it along our spine. You do not wanna be directly on your spine. You wanna be just slightly off to one side. And you will only go as low as you can before you kind of hit where the hip and spine meet. Okay, so you don't ever wanna lay on bone with this. You're really trying to just lay right along that spine. So you're gonna do one side at a time, making sure that you do both sides, but you're just gonna lay here, relax, let the ball melt into you, let yourself melt into the ball, taking nice deep breaths. You can slightly sway your knees, you can open and close, you can even do a little bit of this, okay? And then you're gonna move it up an inch or so and find the next tender spot. Okay, maybe you don't feel the tender spot with the trigger point and you need something more firm like that lacrosse ball. Okay, really trying to even think about like big full inhale. Feel that tender spot as you exhale. Tighten the core and melt down into it even more. So you don't want to like press your back into it and push your belly towards the floor. But if you use that contraction to kind of deepen the connection to that ball, you can get into those tight, tender spots a little bit better, okay? And again, moving it slowly, just a few centimeters at a time, really rocking and moving as you go, making sure you do both sides, like I said. You can also do this against the wall. I generally only ever do this with clients on the floor or with myself on the floor. I find sometimes that getting into that slight squat against the wall can actually cause the back pain a lot of times, or be where you feel it. And that's not going to allow your body to relax while you're trying to get your body to relax. It's going to tighten up more to fight that. So I find laying on the floor is your best bet. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and email me at jen@momsfitlife.com, and I'm happy to answer them. But let me know in the comments below how this felt, if it feels good for you, and give it a shot before your next workout, especially if you're dealing with back pain, or in just a time of like, hey, I don't want to change my baby's diaper because the thought of that makes me want to cry. My back already hurts just thinking about it. Give it a try before you go into doing that and see how it feels. Okay, and let me know. I'd love to hear the results and what you think. Have a great day, guys.